This band you saw is called CIDER, and we are a 5-line, not all girl band because our drummer is English and male. And I'm a singer. My name is Monique. Then we have a long red hair girl Mary on the lead guitar and backing vocals. And then we have Katina with long blonde hair on the bass, backing vocals. And then we have Roya on the black long hair with rhythm guitar. And then we have Crazy Vom, VOM, on the drums.
Okay.
It's called CIDER from Düsseldorf.
So presuming the people who get to watch this film at the end of it know nothing about punk, how would you explain to them what's going on this weekend?
How would I explain punk this week? This
event. How would you explain that to them?
I think this event, I would explain, it's kind of, after all those years, 20 years, or what is it, 76, it's amazing that all the old bands, you know, from the very old days, that you could get them all together in one bit, and also upcoming newcomer bands in that direction. They also had a chance to play with the old heroes, probably, you know. I mean, it's a kind of event when I know, my God, my band can also play together with a damn fucking hell. You know, it's thrilling, and then that is what I think it's really nice, that everyone feels so nice to each other, and everyone is looking after everybody band, and no one behaves like an asshole, as far as I know. No, it's really nice. I like it. And we're the only girl band on this whole event, I found out.
Yep.
Or maybe Jane County. Which I still don't know. I haven't worked with her later on.
MDM, I've got Mandy on vocals.
Yeah,
they
I
played
know.
yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. But there is that. How do you feel about that? Because there's not many females represented on the bill.
I feel quite, well, bad and good, because I think bad is that, you feel as a girl or a woman not lonely, but there's an extra area for you, you know, because all male, they're all, you know, well, and we have our credits, whatever, because we are girl and we also good, but it would be better maybe if some more people, girls would get the guts together and go on stage and not doing so much hairstyle or whatever, or they can do, but if they do as well, also a good thing, you know. But maybe they're too scared, or they have not the guts to do a competition with the boys. I don't know. And well, I feel alright with all the men.
So, what do you make of the general atmosphere of this event?
The atmosphere of the event, it's good. It's a good atmosphere, don't you think so? Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, you know, what is really, it's like that you have to pay for your own drinks, you know, there's nothing to make, you know, you have to always to pay for everything, but it's good, as I said, it is really good to see old friends from the other band, Sham, 999, or, I don't want to say them all, but, you know, more or less you know them from other gigs, from other festivals, and then there's always a big, oh hey, and, you know, you can't talk really, because it's always a oh hey, so that is what I mean. It's a good feeling, good vibration. I feel really, really comfortable. Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about how the band began?
How this band began? I tried to make it short. I had another band. Another band only with male from Düsseldorf, and Vom used to be the drummer from Dr. and the Medics, and I took him over in the early days, and then I split with my old band, and I was unemployed band-wise. Vom was unemployed and he was gagging for doing something. Then I bumped into an old girl band who was too shy to go on stage, and then I gave him some ass kicking and said, if you go with me, you go on stage, fucking hell. You only can learn when you're outside and not in a bloody rehearsing room. You need the credits from the people, and then you can learn. So I bumped them outside, and then it changed, and we kicked some members out to clear the scene and the band up, sorry to say. And then I put Bomb in the band, and then it became the kind of English touch, you know, because he's English and he got a different attitude from what the girls have. The girls, well, they know about punk like all the other crowd does, but they never lived that. They never been in 77. But I was in 77, so I'm an older person. No comment. Yeah. So then we stick together and we made that. And as far as I know, I don't know any band. I mean, in Germany who is you know, who is like us, you know, because I don't know any female front singer in Germany where I can say, yeah, it's like me or I'm like her. It's like, I don't know, yes. So I'm very independent in a way. But I don't know in England, but I think I do.
Can you tell me a little bit about the scene in Germany? How's punk going in Germany in general?
Well, since a few years, you know, Offspring, Green Day, and all this revival thing, you know, and yeah, it's a new generation of punk. You know, it's a different generation from 20 years ago. You can't compare it, but they got the attitude, or they try to get the attitude, but it's still different, and it's building up really a lot, because in Berlin got a really good punk scene. Hamburg got a good punk scene. Düsseldorf is becoming quite a lot punk scene, but it's, you know, it's a kind of mixture, because it's like half of them also into what you call garage or grunge or all over the place music, and in the end you don't know what is punk. Is it because you have a safety pin through your nose, or you have a spiky hair, or is it you have bondage trousers on and you still behave like an asshole, or is punk that you go as a very suit person, and when you go on stage you go like, ugh! I mean, the attitude is a bit wobbly, you know. So I think it's half of a showcase, you know, because selling business, because record company loves it when the outfit is alright, and, you know, German punk bands should prefer German, singing in German, which we don't want to sing in German. That is the reason why we don't have a record deal. So it depends, you know, that's what I say. Depends on the band. Do they want to sell themselves, and do they want to, when they say, okay, I'll rather sing in German, I want to have a contract, and then I look like really 70s punk band, really with everything. I go in a really proper shop, buy me all my clothes, and I look really like a punk. And the attitude is crap, you know. So sometimes you can't see, you know. It's weird. I think in the early days you could. I think so. It's very selling business, you know. Prostitute selling business. And that is what annoys me, you know. So when a band was before a garage band, but they think, oh, let's go on a punk side because we got money or can get a deal. Let's do that. Cut your hair, color it, bleach it, and then be tough. And then we get a deal. Decent, on a decent record.
So
no, I wouldn't say no. No, what should it change? Change, I don't know. You know, for example, the Hosen do it so for such a long time. All they change is they're really good, and they made people believe in what they're doing. You know, so upcoming newcomer bands, they said, well, let's do a little bit of Hosen. You know, the idols are the Hosen or English bands or whatever. But in a global thing, no. Punk has not that power anymore. The power of changing a lifestyle, what it did in the early days. It doesn't have it because this time is so fast, it's so moving, you know. And I think if the people don't have the guts, believing in themselves that they're doing. I think they're proper. They go and change and doing jazz or hip hop or whatever just to swim, you know. So no, not really changing. No, I don't think so. No, it's too fast. That you know. The only thing is, much bands pretend to be punk rock bands, but not changing the scene. It's a bit more colorful, yeah. Okay, I agree.
So, to you, what is the best thing that came out of punk rock?
What is the best way?
What is the best thing that come out of punk rock?
I tell you that the best thing of punk rock I found out is that you can, someone is give you a sledgehammer, and you found out that was what happened to me personally. Someone, music-wise, sledgehammer, and then I woke up from a beauty sleep and said, I can do it as well. That you believe that you don't need an arty-farty musician or whatever. The punk is creative, Punk is, for me, it was creative to be what you want to be, but do it, just do it, just do it and believe what you do it and have fun and that is what I found out, really going on your self-confidence and find out what you want to do, and that was the best thing what happened to me. It was the very best thing, yeah. Otherwise I wouldn't sit here and talk to you. Yeah, cheers.
So what was the worst thing that came out of punk?
I think the worst thing was all the style, or not style. The worst thing is when it became, when the suckers came and tried to sell it. The industry. When the industry came and grabbed it and sort it around and then people do it for money then, money talks because they want to go successful, which is normal. I would say, yeah, I want to be successful, but I don't want to go on a wrong way, I don't want to prostitute myself, I don't want to become an asshole so that they have the bill, yeah, we sold that and this and blah blah, hot rotation on MTV or whatever. So we did it. I wanted that they do it for us. I don't want to do it for them. It's a kind of shake hands. I build you up, and therefore we give you something. And the worst thing is when the record company came and make it bad and yeah, put too much shit in it. Yeah, they did it. In some reason they did it wrong. Well, maybe that is the way it goes, I mean, I don't know a better way, so I don't know if it is a worse thing. But when you see sometimes what comes up, you think, how can that be happen, How did that happen? And you have no clue. Yeah, the industry, I think the industrial record companies spoil a lot because they have no guts to believe in bands anymore. They just want to sell, and that is really sad.
So, you've travelled obviously from Germany to come out. So, I mean, what made you travel all this way to play one gig?
This is what I say. That is, to this event is like, when you have a chance to play in a foreign country, and you play with a good credits of bands, as I said, it is a kind of fucking hell. I mean, when do you have that again? That so many bands, they're our heroes in a way, to play with them, to get on stage and drink with them, and I mean, if that is not the reason, well, then I would, I think I should stop making music, It's not for the money. We've got an attitude, We want to play to the people here, and we love England because we played here several times, lots of times with the subs. Charlie is a very good friend, and he gave us lots of credit, and he supported us also. So Uncle Charlie tunes for that. And big hug, kiss, and everything, and to everybody else. And that is, where we came over, because we love it.
So finally, in as few words as possible, what does punk mean to you?
Punk means to me individual freedom in my mind. Individual freedom in my mind. And it doesn't matter what it is, and it has nothing to do with me with clothes. That is just the old thing, that's just the way how it comes out. But for me it's punk individual, being creative and be your own brain, and not smashed and not a dummy and controlled by anybody else. But you have to make sure that you have the pressure is every time there that you rely on somebody. Me too. But always remember that you have your own good heart. Stay cool. Don't go so much into drugs because that's going to damage anybody. Clear head, clear brain, and that is what I mean. Not no future. I'm not talking about that your future reasons. Depends on the people. For me, it's creative, individual, brainstorming, forward. That is for me kind of individual punk, yeah. For me personally.
Anything else?
Because I have a future.
Is there anything else you'd like to mention?
We had a good time. I know Big Bang CIDER had a really good time, and we really loved it here in Blackpool. And we hope to come soon back again somewhere in England on tour. We're going on tour in November, as far as I know, with the States. And and I hope that the people come along and whatever, peace, love, and whatever. Have a good drink and a good time. Health, money.